Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. If you don't know me, my name is Duhamel Bentley, and girl, welcome back to the Dufe channel. Today we're going to be reviewing Huda Beauties. I've been kind of on a Huda Beauty roll. Ashley O vibes? I don't know. If you know, girl, subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up if you know who Ashley O is right here, right now. So, couple of things. Today, we're going to be talking about the Glowish by Huda Beauty. And this is essentially a nice little skin tint, very dewy, very delicious. You know, I haven't tried it on my skin, but I've done a lot of research on it, and everybody's just claiming for it to be very rich, very dewy. And I want to make sure we're putting it to the test today. So, of course, if we're going to go rich and dewy, honey, we got to get the juice out. And I mean, this looks incredible. What I've done is, I have prepped my skin because, let's be genuine, right? I prepped my skin and I did light concealing underneath my eyes. I did a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the nose. I just gently patted it. The one that I used to kind of do the pre-tone is going to be the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. And this is just very beautiful, very reflective. You can use this anywhere where you need to, but I just wanted to create almost like a little bit of a difference today. I want to build some things up because obviously this is a skin tint. They do have several shades. They have 13 shades, which is kind of nice. It's really, really ample, and you can definitely, you know, use the shades very flexible. Love that. I gotta tell you, I did try a little bit on my skin and it felt so lightweight. It's kind of interesting because typically these guys are not as potent, right? And these guys typically don't have as much juice to them. And there's a lot of really great things that I read and I found out about this Glowish by Huda Beauty. So what we're gonna do today, this is the plan, because you can use this two ways. You can use this the original way, very, very simplistic, which is just, you know, enhance your skin tone, kind of, you know, reduce redness, increase glow. So I personally think this is an amazing product for all year round, but especially for like those cold winter months where it's just so dry outside, or if you live in a drier environment, this would be an amazing option for you. This is not oil infused. The glow doesn't come from oil. So if you're a person that's more dry, you don't really have to worry about that because, again, it's not oil infused. It has pearl in there. That's what makes it very dewy and delicious. You can use this, again, multiple ways. You can tap it on certain specific areas if you wish to. You can use it on its own, which we're gonna do that. We're gonna do one side on its own and we're gonna build 2 layers of it just to see how it builds, and if it does build to like somewhat of a steady medium. I wanna explore that. And then also we're gonna be mixing it in with the foundation. You know, grab whichever one you want. I personally have the 8cc Your Skin But Better, blah, 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 all of the information there. Girl, long names. All right, so let's start with the half of the face. Again, I have prepped my skin, done a very light pre-tone because we're gonna conceal, we're gonna settle all of this, and we're gonna see if it works nicely with other products as well. So of course, you know, I have to shake this product. It does come in this little packaging. This tube is just really nice, good quality, really cute. The lid, which is like this white iridescent kind of like silver goldy tone, just really, really nice. And it comes with a little pump like so. So it pumps out quite an amount of product. So that's really, really nice because you don't necessarily have to go back and forth if you're just using this guy. So let me go ahead and start dotting it. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a brush. And we're gonna see how this builds. Of course, I wouldn't suggest you using this with a sponge. And the main reason why is just because I think if you use it with a sponge, you're gonna have an issue of it not covering enough. It's already gonna be such a lightweight coverage that if you just go in with the sponge, I don't personally think it's gonna do much other than waste your product. I gotta tell you, I think that color of the pigment is very nice. It's looking pretty great so far. It's, you know, it's looking juicy. It's looking very, very nice. Pigment of the foundation, it's really, really lovely. And I gotta tell you, it kind of looks like my skin. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I gotta tell you, because of the pearling, right off the bat, I can tell that, you know, she's looking a little texturina. Pearls are gonna do that, guys. Like, this is not like, oh, Huda Beauty. Any time that you use anything that's luminous, that has pearls, it's just gonna enhance the texture. So, you know, it's on right now. I don't think it's enhancing it too badly, but it's definitely enhancing it. It's not smoothing it whatsoever. So, I mean, on first impressions, this is looking great. It's looking healthy. I'm gonna go ahead and apply on the second side of my face, and we're gonna go in with the foundation. All right, guys, so I have it currently second layer on this side, and to be quite honest with you, I think this looks really natural even though I have a second layer. I think the pigment in the actual, you know, bottle is really, really nice. The shade that I have here is 04, which is light medium. Typically, I like to match my neck more. That's why I like to go a little bit bronzer than my original skin tone. In reality, we're always gonna be a little bit lighter on our face because of the fact that we're constantly doing skincare, you know, like acids to, you know, clear up acne or reduce pores, etc., etc. Your skin's always gonna look a little bit brighter and lighter on your face than on your body. Especially me, I'm driving, getting the sun, and this is honestly a really lovely match. I love the way this looks. I think it's very radiant. It's not, I don't think it's gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but I gotta tell you, combined with the foundation, I don't really see a big difference. I see really nice coverage on both sides. I think this definitely looks a little bit more polished. I think the foundation has a little bit more of a smoothing effect to it, but I gotta tell you, I mean, they kind of look really nice. Wow, I'm very, very surprised. I love the fact that, you know, it worked well with another product. I'm going to set my skin. I'm gonna put some blush on, and we're gonna be back because I wanna show you their latest bronzer as well, which is called Glowish by Huda Beauty. And I'm excited to talk about this. So let me put this on. Let me tell you what I think of the foundation, how it works. We'll spill some deets, and then we'll be right back. All right, guys, so I have set my skin. I have applied a little bit of blush, and to be honest with you, I can't really tell a difference between the more foundation combo or the just Glowish product. I gotta tell you, the only difference I see between both of them is that this just looks more natural, honestly. This looks a little bit more polished, a little bit more flawless. This guy on this side, you know, it's just looking a little bit more natural. I mean, I think they're both working really, really well. I can't really see a difference, and I can't feel either of the products on my skin. I'm kind of really shocked and really surprised. Now, I have a couple of notes here that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Price point, as you guys can imagine, Huda Beauty is definitely not the most affordable. However, she is, I think it's a really good price for the amount of product you have here. It's $37 even, and this is actually more than an ounce. This is 1.35 ounces, which is actually a lot of product. I think definitely it builds really, really well. I love, love, love the fact that this has 13 shades that are really stretchable, that you can wear them comfortably, that it builds well, that it works well with other products, that even if you're mixing it in with your foundation, again, it's not going to like be submissive to the other foundation. It's really gonna work well within kind of combining itself. And I think that on its own, if you're not setting it, if you're not prepping the skin, it's very dewy and very glowy. However, I think that even though I'm powdered right now, I'm gonna, you know, once we finish this video, I'm gonna dust off and I'm gonna do a final, you know, what do I think? How does it last? Things like that. I gotta tell you that I think it just looks very radiant and very healthy, and just, it's not enhancing the texture, you know, it looks really, really lovely. Let's talk about a couple of things. Number one, it's fragrance free, which is really, really nice. It is waterproof. This little guy here, waterproof, sweat resistant. It's not going to be transferable. it's actually really, really nice to know that something as lightweight or something as light coverage as, you know, the skin tint is gonna have the punch and the power to really elongate your day, because a lot of the times they're not very long lasting, and a lot of the times they look great when you're leaving your house, but maybe 2 hours or even an hour and a half later, your skin's looking a little weird. And this one is definitely promising to last very, very long, and again, not transfer, not look weird throughout the day. So that's really, really nice. A couple of the star ingredients here, I wrote them down, is plant-derived squalene or squalene or squalene. I prefer squalene, but I think it's what is it? Squalene? Squalene? Squalene. That's, I guess, the name. If you ask me, it's squalene. But essentially, it has the plant-derived squalene, and essentially what this does is it hydrates your skin. It's gonna be antioxidant rich, so it's just gonna be beneficial for your skin. I think that's really, really nice. Another one that I was like kind of really shocked about having it in here was the Dermacus Rose Oil, and this is gonna help smooth the skin. It's gonna help just really lock in the moisture on the skin. And I gotta tell you, it just feels really, really nice. It feels comfortable. I kind of don't really feel like I have anything on the skin, and it looks like a really nice medium build foundation. I'm kind of shocked about this. And this ingredient, the other star ingredient in here that I was actually the most surprised about is the red bell pepper extract. This is going to protect the skin against the effects of digital pollution. So I don't know if that means that it's going to protect me from like light from the phone and digital, or is it just going to protect me from pollution on the air, or it's going to do both. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know, but let's pretend it's going to do both so I can be like, oh my God, this is amazing, right? So really incredible ingredients. I really got to tell you that I can't make this stuff up. Like, I cannot make this stuff up. I think that they both look incredible. I think if you pair it up with the foundation, it's gonna work really, really well. It's not only gonna work really well, it's gonna extend the life of the product enormously, as well as the fact that, again, you have skincare benefits infused into here. And on its own, it's holding off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everything is looking just much better with the actual foundation mixed in with the product. But I mean, I don't necessarily think this product is 110% made for, you know, a full face. But I do want to see if this is an option, right? Because, like, we got to push boundaries. And I definitely think this will work just as fine, you know, for anybody, especially for anybody who's beginning to wear makeup, or someone who doesn't like a full, you know, heavy skin face, or for someone who's a little bit more dry and just wants that beautiful radiance. And I gotta tell you guys, this is a win. In my opinion, it works really well. It's not streaky, it's not heavy, you know, it's not tacky. Once it dried down, I have it in my hand currently. You can see the little bit of tonality difference, and it's not sticky, it's not transferring whatsoever, you know, and I haven't set this side of, you know, the foundation. That's just dried off. So again, I really like this. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but wow, here we are, girl. We're really enjoying it, and I gotta tell you, I'm very thoroughly surprised, and I'm really excited to now bring to you guys the Glowish by Huda Beauty Bronzer. Now, let's take a second to acknowledge, number one, packaging. This is like literally so innovative. It's very simplistic, but it's like a little platform, and it has like, you know, a nude sticker. It's just very simplistic, but also a little bit elevated. It's just really cute. I kind of am just really attracted to the packaging itself. And don't even get me talking about how beautiful this bronzer looks. Like, this is like if you had just poured milk into the coffee, or like, it's just art. Like, to me, this is like such beautiful, like, contrast. It's just, it works really well. I'm kind of falling for it. So let me do this. Let me see, because I do notice that they're a little bit radiant, but I want to see. I'm gonna swirl it here so you guys can see the product is going off. But I mean, the pigment is there. It's really buttery, touching it on first impressions, and it's nice and neutral. I want to say it's a good neutral warm shade. you know, definitely has a little bit of radiance. Can you kind of guys see that a little bit there? Has a little bit of radiance, but nothing that's gonna be like glittery or like really, really heavy. I typically stray away from like glittery anything except for the actual highlighter, or if I'm gonna go on the eyes, then I'll do glitter then. But I'm kind of excited. I'm really, really ready to try this. None of these guys have fragrance, which is a really big thing for Huda Beauty. I think I touched my nose. I did touch my nose with it. Oh my gosh. What's gonna become of me? I don't even know. Good thing I'm gonna put some bronzer on there. Sorry, what was I saying? My goodness. I think that Huda Beauty is a brand that used to focus a lot in fragrance because she likes fragrance. She does fragrance really well, to be honest with you. I have several of the, I don't even know the names of the fragrances, but the bottles are beautiful. And if you guys want to see a review or a first impressions or a general fragrance smelling test, even though you can't really smell it, but I can describe it to you, leave it in the comment down below and make sure to subscribe so you do not miss that information. All right, so I gotta tell you, I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of happy that none of these products have fragrance. Of course, you know, they're vegan, cruelty-free. We're not playing those games. No, honey, we're not. So what I'm gonna do is I have already allowed this guy to dry. I use it to apply my blush. And I'm just gonna go in and swirl this guy here. It doesn't really, you know, pigment is there for sure. It doesn't have a lot of fallout. And I'm kind of excited for that. So let's see if this is gonna work well. Face is done, and I gotta tell you, I'm really feeling how beautiful all of this has come together. This Glowish by Huda Beauty bronzer, it's actually really interesting because I expected it to be like really glittery, and I was a little scared, I'm not gonna lie to you at first. But then, when I gave it an opportunity, number one, the beautiful artistry that I like to say, it looks like, it's untouched, you know, unprecedentedly. Like, it doesn't matter how much swirling you do, it is untouched. And even though it has a radiance to it, it's nothing that you just can't like wear and be, you know, comfortable with. I think this is a really buildable formula as well. It's interesting because it shares the same good benefits and ingredients that the actual, you know, foundation or tinted moisturizer contains. It is very velvetizing to the skin. I don't think it enhanced the texture whatsoever. And of course, I do have some highlighter on, and it's the Glow Obsessions mini palette or mini glow palette from Huda Beauty. If you guys haven't seen that review, I just literally launched this review, maybe depending on where you're seeing this, who knows, a year from this or a day ago, I don't even know, but it will be linked down below so you can check it out and enjoy it. There's a lot of really cool, fun stuff, great tips on how to use this with a finger or with a brush. And I mean, it's just so beautiful that you cannot miss it. But this, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't think I was gonna like either of these. I thought this was gonna be just a mess. I didn't think coverage was gonna be good, but I mean, this is beautiful. Products works well on top of it. It builds really, really nicely, combines phenomenal, what do you got? How do you say that? Phenomenally? I don't know. Phenomenally, incredibly beautiful combined with the actual foundation. I mean, I love it. It works so well. I think price point is actually pretty comfortable because you don't really use much of this, especially if you're mixing it in with another product. And even if you're building it, one pump, I think 2 pumps are more than enough for your entire face and to get a good, genuinely delicious coverage. As well as with this guy, it's really beautifully built. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks really natural. When I first applied it, I was like, oh my gosh, I think this is gonna be a little bit too deep. But I think, again, it's buildable and I think it's very wearable. They do have 5 shades, so there's a little bit of everything for everyone. And I gotta tell you, I'm not dissatisfied. This guy is priced at $31. I think packaging is really innovative and I think it is cute. I also think that price is justified because the formula does wear really naturally. You know, I love it, I really do. I can't tell you guys, I'm trying to think of how to not sound like an infomercial, but I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love Huda Beauty products. quality is just outrageous. And I gotta tell you, I really like this. And I gotta tell you guys, particularly from the foundation, I think that if you just wear this alone, you don't powder it, you don't set it, I don't think you're gonna love it unless you want a very, very highlighted look. I noticed that a lot of people were saying like, oh my God, this feels like it's a highlighter. Yes, it's very luminizing, but as you can see here, once I powdered and I settled my skin, it doesn't look like anything other than just radiant, beautiful skin. So please take your time to get to know the product. I do think it's worth the purchase for both the tinted moisturizer slash foundation and this bronzer. Again, it's just so, so beautiful. Shares amazing skincare properties and benefits. You know, it's not that bad for $31. I think that's pretty standard. And you know, it is transfer proof. It's a velvet finish and it's gonna be all day wear. So I gotta tell you, I'm at odd. I'm very surprised, pleasantly surprised, again, by Huda Beauty Company. You know, I don't know, she has so many like little companies underneath her company. It's Glowish by Huda Beauty. I'm excited to see where they're gonna take this because on first impressions, I really do like it. I think it's beautiful. I think that even though these guys are luminous, they did not enhance the texture. And I mean, I'm really, really enjoying this. I think it looks really, really beautiful. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Leave it in the comment down below. I know, you know. Girl, I gotta tell you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, baby, this is your time to subscribe. Hit the little thumbs up, the notification bell, and honey, binge watch. It's a thing. I can't say it enough. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.